our parents, players, and I wasn't going to do it this year.
Okay, Mike. All right, Coach, overall thoughts, how it went?
Well, it was fun. It was competitive. I think for the most part it was a pretty clean game. You know, not a lot of penalties. I think we had one bad snap. Didn't really have any turnovers, so right there at the end had the late pick and then fumble. But you know, I thought both teams competed hard. Bottom line, the white team just made more big plays. Artavis Scott was amazing. Mike Williams was great for his team, but just more big plays. Very pleased with the quarterbacks. I thought Nick Schuessler, showed what he showed all spring. Really finished up a strong spring for himself. And then those two young quarterbacks, I was really anxious to see them respond, and both of them made some really nice throws. I mean, Tucker had a huge throw down the sideline to Artavis on a great catch, and then Kelly Bryant took his team down a couple of times for a couple of scores, a couple of critical plays along the drives. Great touchdown throw there to G-Hop on the little screen and go. So, a lot of good things. Backs ran hard. I thought the line did a nice job at the point of attack and some of our zone blocking stuff defensively. Had some guys stand out and make some plays. But, at the end of the day, when you split your team like that, you're always going to not be quite as sharp in some areas. But I thought overall it was a really good day. Really pleased with our return game. That was something that that's why we did that today. I just wanted to put those guys in some situations, and very, very, very pleased with G-Hop and Artavis. Both those guys can help us in the kicking game. TJ Green as well in the kick returns. Teasdall punted the ball well. I think Ammon made all his kicks. So again, overall good day. I think everybody came through healthy, so that's the best blessing, because this game you just got to go play, and so it's good to be able to have everybody going into the off season for the most part pretty healthy, and we'll add to it this summer. So good finish. Now we got to get finished up academically and get ready for a great summer.
Running back position, you said it was Gallman and everyone else earlier this week. Obviously, he had a great game. Did anyone else jump out at you after this?
Well, I don't really necessarily say it's. I don't think I said Gallman and everyone else. I think I just said he's out front, but it's real close. Everybody he's earned. If he were playing today, he'd be the guy going out there. But we have a lot of competition, and I thought you saw some excellent things today from all those guys. Tyshawn Dye looked excellent. You saw some things from Fuller. C.J. Davidson had his best day of the entire spring. He missed the first part of spring, with injury, and really has just kind of gotten going the last half here. So it's good to see him make some really nice plays. And, so, all those guys, Zach, everybody did some good things. And as I've said from day one, we've got a good situation there. And I'm confident with all those guys. They can all win for us.
You said Nick played well. Would he be ready to start just in case if something happened where Deshaun couldn't start at the beginning of this next season? And how did you think of the two freshmen, how they played today?
Well, he better be ready to start because he's definitely the backup coming out of spring ball. He's had a very consistent spring, and he has to prepare himself to be the starter. If he's not, then he's cheating himself and he's cheating our team. And same thing with those two young guys. They got to prepare to be the starter. I mean, I just think that has to be your mentality when you're a player. Otherwise you're just not going to have the edge and preparation that it takes. But Nick, again, solid spring, and the two young guys got better all spring. And that's really what the goal was for them. Get them exposed to what we needed to, teach them installation, put them in as many situations as we could. Certainly wish you could simulate game, have game simulation like we had today every day, but it's hard to do in practice. But I thought they responded well, and both of them have a lot of work to do this summer. I think they'll come back much better than they were this spring. And if they do that, then we'll have a healthy quarterback situation. But Deshaun will be ready to go. Don't need to worry about that.
On the checklist, red zone offense, have you improved to a point that you're pleased with that right now? More work to do?
There's definitely more work to do. We got to go play games. We can practice, but until you go play games, you really don't know where you are because that's the results. But we worked hard on it this spring, and some of it, in the red zone, it's going to be good in the red zone. You got to win one-on-one matchups. You got to be able to run the football. and you got to have an athletic quarterback that can make plays for you. Those are kind of the things that I think have to be staples. Having those elements in place will certainly help us, because I think we're going to be able to run the ball better. Certainly have an athletic quarterback and Deshaun, a guy to make plays, and we got some guys, playmakers outside that are matchup problems. And you have to win matchups in the red zone because you're not playing on a big field. So you get some of those plays, you've got to convert on them. I'd say the biggest thing right now, coming out of spring, we talk red zone, is we got to show up our field goal protection. I was talking about that the other day. We have to be great in the red zone as far as making kicks. We missed too many kicks in the red zone early part of the season last year that hurt us, because those are layups. You got to have those. And so we got some work to do. Just kind of getting the right guys in place protection-wise.
What are some areas that the guys can get better on their own during the summer?
Say that again?
What are some areas that the guys can get better on their own during the summer?
Everything. I mean, you're always improving your size and strength and speed and quickness and flexibility, knowledge, and it's across the board. And that's why we call this is the time we've been in our get ready phase of our year. We break the year down in 4 segments, and this is we've been getting ready with the off season, mat drill, spring ball. Now we got to transform, and so we're taking all that stuff and really transforming this summer in all those areas. And that's part of what our meetings are about. Everybody has different things that they need to work on. There's a lot of things that can get done this summer.
What did you learn from today? With several different quarterbacks throwing to a bunch of different playmakers, a lot of different guys scored.